Hello, everybody. How's it going? Welcome back to the Daily Zone, the Daily Bill on this channel. Me, your host, yours truly, Calvin, whatever you want to call me. I hope you're all having a fantastic Tuesday. Mine's pretty good. I was honestly hoping to play the new WoW pre-patch and kind of use that as a video for today, but unfortunately, it got delayed to 8 o'clock, and my bedtime's 9, so I figured I'll just save it for tomorrow. So look forward. We're going to explore the pre-patch. I'll play all the story events. And then as far as, like, I think that what I've heard is that it's just going to be another grinding kind of, like, world event. So I don't know how interesting that will be, but it might pop up on the channel, possibly. Beyond that, I've also been informed by my weather people that, there's a snowstorm of sorts coming my way. So there's a possibility that my weekend plans do get disrupted, because if you know anything about southern United States, you know that like a couple inches of snow is enough to shut down a majority of the entire city. And our power infrastructure just gets knocked out by like a very strong gust of wind. So I look forward to seeing what happens this weekend with the snow. Obviously, we don't get snow a lot, so I'm pretty excited to see some. Play around, throw a few snowballs. Yeah, hopefully it doesn't knock out my power, because that would suck. That would suck if it was 70 degrees and I had no heat. I'm a privileged person, guys. What would I do without my ACs, guys? I mean, it's just first world problems. But yeah, beyond that, I don't really got much else to talk about. Just a nice little short video. I was actually just sitting around thinking, and I was like, I mean, what kind of content do I do and all that sort of stuff. And then I was like, you know what? I'm into like, oh, I've got to do this, and I've got to do this, and I've got to do that. And I've forgotten the fact that I am just a dude making videos on the internet, and I don't really have to do anything. It's just whatever I want to do, I do. Because this is just for fun, really. I know I haven't streamed. It's just the start of the year. That will probably change this weekend. Thinking Friday. I'm thinking Friday I'm going to do a lot of gaming, a lot of just chilling, vibing. I'm thinking Thursday, y'all are gonna find this hilarious. Do you see my setup right now, right? You know how my old setup, like I realized that when I'm going through things up in my head, the one thing I fall back to is I rearrange my room as like a reset. It's a reset for my mental. So like I go, oh, I'll move my room around and I'll feel better. And as you know, I moved my room around like 3 or 4 times. But I've come to the realization that I think my room looked really, really nice the way it was. I mean, this is okay, but it's not great. I'm blocking my window. So I think I'm gonna reverse my setup all the way back to the way it was originally. Besides that bookshelf right there, apologize for the the Minecraft. I have it running in the background, so my villagers will build buildings for my mine colonies. But that bookshelf, I'm gonna move to the far side of the bedroom. My bedroom, the living room, or it's not even really a living room. It's kind of like my gaming room. But I will be moving it. Also, you may notice the little same lights are still there, and you may notice, yes, they are dying. I mean, they're literally coming off. I didn't go get my car battery has died, so my cousin's driving me to work, and so it kind of makes it difficult to go places after work. And so it's basically that battery's dead until this weekend, until I can plug it up on a battery charger. And figure out what's wrong with it. Cause either the battery's dying or my alternator stopped working. And, that's a problem that I get to figure out sometime this weekend. But yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all I've got for the Yap session. I could talk about the Marvel Rivals drama that I've been watching, just because, I've got 10 hours of work to kill, and I was going, whatever content I can get, really. And that was interesting. I don't really have an input on it. I was like, I've been watching a lot of Marvel. Most of the day I've just been watching Marvel Rivals drama. Oh, I watched the new Punching Down podcast with Soda Poppin and his brother. That was honestly a very good podcast. I enjoyed that quite a bit. I didn't watch any Dragon Ball Z today. Just haven't had the time again. Dragon Ball is like, or not Dragon Ball Z, just Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball is not something you can watch in the open, because Goku likes to get nude and he is a child, and that don't fly in public, obviously. I don't really like seeing it at home either, but it is what it is. Thankfully, I'm getting to the point where I think he's going to turn into an adult, and I don't have to worry about that anymore, because it is the most, it's like, it's like, why is that there? I mean, It's one of those like, I don't really know why it's there, but it's there, and it's like, just gotta wade past it, I guess. It's sort of like Skypiea for some people, you know. Some people don't enjoy it, and you know, they just gotta, you know, they're just like, gotta push through it. But yeah, I've not really watched anything else today. I think my nose might be bleeding. Now, that could be an interesting predicament. Either way, I taste iron right now and very uncomfortable. But yeah, I think that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. We will get back to the regularly scheduled gaming program whenever I feel like it. Hopefully this weekend. Like I said, I really hope the power doesn't go up because I intended to finish Chapter 3 of Deltarune this weekend. And it would be a real shame if my power went out and I could not do that. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my little video, and I hope you have a fantastic night. And I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.